Hello YouTube, my name is Justin, and today I'm going to show you how to install Bukkit, an open source Minecraft server. I'm going to show you how to install it in a command line Linux environment. And what I have here on the screen is I have just installed a fresh copy of Ubuntu Server 12.04 into a virtual machine. And the only thing I've done to it is I've installed OpenSSH so I can access it with PuTTY or any other SSH client. And I have installed Vim, which is a command line based text editor, so I can actually edit config files and stuff. And you'll absolutely need Vim or some other command line text editor, and you'll probably need SSH unless you actually have physical access to the machine you're installing this on. So to get started, I've typed in the command ifconfig so I can see what my IP address is for the virtual machine, and I've gone ahead and put it into PuTTY. And so it'll be your username at your IP address and the port that your SSH is configured, and it's configured to 22 by default. So I'm going to go ahead and hit open, and then if this is the first time you're connecting to it, it'll ask you if you want to add it to your known hosts. So obviously you'll hit yes or it won't connect. And it's going to think about connecting, I guess. Type in your password. All right. So I'm going to minimize the virtual machine and just pretend that it doesn't exist. Okay. Can I? All right. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm in my home directory right now, and you can type pwd to find out where you're at. So I'm going to make a folder for Minecraft where all of the Minecraft server files are going to go. So make directory, Minecraft, and then I'm going to go into the Minecraft folder. And if I'm going over these commands too fast, don't worry. I'm going to have a text-based description of all this where you will be able to just copy and paste the commands. All right, so now that I have my Minecraft server, whoops, folder. Oh, by the way, I'm using PuTTY, so if I right-click, it pastes links. Yay! So I'm going to Google Bukkit real quick. Bukkit server. And my internet's going to go really fast because it knows I'm making a movie. Bukkit. All right, so when you go to Bukkit's website, they always have the latest build over here on the right. So I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to use a really awesome command that you'll need to know if you're going to do anything on a Linux command line, which is wget. Oops, if I can type wget, and then I'm going to put the link in there, and this will actually download the jar file that you need. The jar file is it's like a zip file basically that has a bunch of precompiled Java classes in it, and it is basically the server. All right, now that it's downloaded, we need to make a script that we're going to use to start it, and also in the script we're going to have it run a in a application, I guess you would call it, called Screen. And let me just make sure I have Screen installed, because I don't think it installs by default. Oops. Apt-get install Screen, because we need Screen. Screen basically allows things to run in tabs like you would on a desktop. So you can have like multiple screens open in one terminal session. And if you close, like if I were to close this window, it wouldn't shut down the Minecraft server. So it'll run in the background. Okay, cool. So I did need that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Vim, and I'm going to call it craftbukkit.sh. And I'll open up Vim, and you'll press I for insert mode, and all bash scripts start with the shebang, which is pound, exclamation point, /bin/bash, and then the actual command I want to run. I'm gonna cheat here. Screen -d-m. Okay, so like I said, screen, and like I said, I'll have this in the description, so you don't have to keep up with me. You can just copy and paste it. -M -S Minecraft and Java. Oh no. Whoops. Like I said, Vim is not incredibly user friendly. It could be a lot better. What you just saw me do is I use the numpad, and Vim freaks out when you use the numpad, so you just use the regular numbers at the top of your keyboard. Dash jar. I believe that's it. Yes. And then I'm gonna hit Control C and then Shift ZZ, which will exit insert mode and save the file. And now we have our jar file. Or I mean our script that will actually start Minecraft. There is one last thing we need to do, which is kind of important. We need to install Sun or Oracle Java version 7, and I will show you how to do that real quick because I do believe Craftbukkit doesn't work very well with Open Java, so we actually need to use Oracle's proprietary version of Java, and it's really not that hard to do, but it can be a little complicated. All right, the first thing we need to do is add a custom repository for the sudo apt-get install command because Oracle's license agreement doesn't mesh with Ubuntu's, so it's not in the default repositories. But this isn't really a big deal because it's pretty easy to add other ones. So I just pasted in this command, which again I'll have in the description. But this will add a custom repository. Something's wrong. Give me 2 seconds. All right, weird. I guess I just found out that you have to have this package installed first, um, in order for that command to work, which I've never come across before. It always works when I do it. So I'm going to install this package, and then the previous package or the previous it should allow me to use that command to add the custom repository. No, it's still telling me to piss off.